Hello, lady.
Yeah, there she is.
I
My alarm.
missed her. I missed her.
I really hope that she like record a little message for me in the morning. Have a good day, Ant.
Do you reckon we could like research who the Zoom recording lady is and figure
And
out
then
if we can
just
get her to do like a cameo? Oh no, your birthday present. There we go.
way to spoil the surprise.
I'm sorry. My gears were turning with you in the fucking Zoom call.
That's the play of the game. That is the play of the game. Time!
From the impossible angle, and he puts it through, and Portland.
Danger, 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 danger. Butler, 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 Butler.
Get around him! Get around him! Edge of the seat.
Jared, welcome to the Glass Table, episode 10.
Episode 10, double digits. We did it. Look at that.
That's 1, 2,
That's
3,
I was gonna say
4,
it's
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
it is Travis Boak episodes of Glass Table.
Yeah, I wrote that down, but I'm glad you said it.
I know it makes it seem very real if I say because it's like,
Yeah.
oh wow.
Wow, I can't believe you recognize that Boki is 10 episodes in. How we've made it this far, I don't know.
Yeah, look, there have been a lot of episodes where we've lost our minds, and I thought they were going to be the last one. We've done very well. I thought not of our own volition. We were definitely going to keep doing these forever, but I thought we were going to get cancelled by now. So, but we're still impressive.
Yeah, that I got no explanation for it, but it's been good. 10 episodes. I don't know why we're celebrating 10 episodes. We're in round 8. Both our teams got a win on the weekend.
That's a celebration.
And that is a celebration, although they were very shit games.
Oh, fucking don't get me started.
I will get you started.
This will
You
be the
just came from
shortest.
the game.
This will probably be the shortest round recap I think we've done because
I
both
haven't
of our
watched a
teams.
single game.
I've watched. To be fair, I went to 2 games, but like I watched like parts of them. But like even the games that like are ours and yours both weren't good. So it's just like we don't even have that much to say about our own games. So it's be rapid fire this one.
This very well could be one word recap. Like I could go through and just title. But firstly, I think we're going to do Coaches Award, but I really want to know how your golf trip was, and everyone else has, because I've got tons of DMs.
The golf trip.
Yeah, your golf trip.
The golf trip was great. Left bright early Saturday
Avatar.
morning. Yeah, it was unreal. Left bright early Saturday morning. Then teed off at like 11 or whatever it was, or 11:40. Spent all day. We had to walk the 18 on the Saturday,
Oh,
which
God.
isn't bad. Like it was fine. I did like 17,000 steps or something fucking ridiculous, but made it easy though because I was doing pretty much a can every 2 holes, which was nice.
Yeah.
But it also meant that I had my golf score struggled towards the end of that one.
Were you like, you say a can every 2 holes? How long did you take to finish those holes?
It's actually, to be fair, I reckon I almost went 5 from the first like 7 holes and then really slowed down because I was like, I am in trouble. And then by the end of it, I was trying to like see the pin. I'm like halfway down the fairway trying to see the pin, and I could see about 6 of them, and I'm like, get down there.
I can tell you right now, I reckon both our teams saw the pin, and there was about 6 of them trying to kick for goal.
Oh my God. I want to see if today's day like of games, like all 3 Sunday games, had the most behinds ever in like a day of games, because holy shit, man.
I would love to see that.
Had to be close.
If I add it up quickly, Port had 20 and Essendon had 9. So there's already 29 in one game. Collingwood at 11, and then you had Sydney at 12. So that's another 23. So you're already on 52 in 2 games. And then lastly, I can't see it. Hang on. There it is. The last game, which your lot, 4 goals 10 to 8-16. There's another 26. So we had 78 behinds today.
Fucking Christ. What a shit day of AFL football. This is meant to be the good day too. 2 of the 3 games here were meant to be solid games of football.
Yeah, they the Port Essendon one was good, but
Collingwood Sydney was okay. It
yeah,
just Collingwood just did what Collingwood do. We'll get into
well,
it. It's
we will. I'm just adding up the goals because I really want to see what the total score was of today.
oh yeah, no, I like that actually.
Yeah, so it's
It
like
was 78.
17 goals in Collingwood, Sydney. There was only 12 goals in your game. And then there was 25 goals in Port Essendon.
It's actually a lot of goals to be fair.
So what's that,
29 goals,
54?
25, 54.
54,
78.
78. Work that one out. How
That's
many
awful.
points is that in total?
Oh shit, man! You're testing my 6 times tables. Oh,
I reckon I can do it. Hang on. I've got this. The
I'm doing it
30,
on my calculator.
180. All right. And then you add
Yeah.
another 24,
This is great
which is
content.
144. What's that? That's 280. That's 324 plus 78 is 300. Hang on, 402.
402 is correct. Well done.
Not just it. Math is
Not just a pretty
mathing.
face.
Coach's award. I'll bring it up again. You can
Yeah,
start.
no,
Do you have one?
I do. I'm continuing with my trend of picking players from the games that I go to because I see someone on the field. I'm like, that was like good
Mhm.
shit, man. And my player this week, he's actually getting a lot more recognition. Like he got a lot more last year than he sort of had before, but he deserves a lot more. Brandon Starcevic. Brandon
Oh,
Starcevic
yes.
is a really good player because he just does what he needs to do every single time. Like he had 13 touches on the weekend, which obviously isn't much, but he's a defender. He's a lockdown defender. It's what he does.
Mhm.
He had 12 kicks, one handball, 100% efficiency. He had one turnover, 4 intercept possessions, 7 marks. Brandon Starcevic, beautiful. Well played, son. That is an unreal game. Brisbane absolutely killed Carlton and stopped everything. Every time Carlton even got near it, Brandon Starcevic was a big part of that. So well played, Brandon. You are the definition of a coach's award. All the other ones I've picked like kind of whatever players. He is like he has a chance to win a coach's award at Brisbane this year. Like he is like that kind of guy, you know.
I really love how you've nailed it down and you've brought stats into it.
Yeah.
You've really
Well,
done a bit of research.
He's done well this one. I was looking at it and I was like, Starcevic is playing pretty well. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I've never been more excited about a 13 disposal game.
The number 37 for Brisbane.
37 with a 13 disposal game, and he's a defender. That
was a good
warms my heart.
Mm.
Just
Beautiful.
real Starcevic. Can't come up with any sort of pun with his name. But well done, Brandon. Speaking of Carlton Brisbane, let's do the round recap.
Recap.
You were there. They
I was
lost by
there.
26 points, the Blues, and big game Blues didn't turn up again.
26 points is generous too. This should have been 8 goals. This should have been 8 goals plus. Carlton kicked how many goals in the last quarter? Let me find it. They kicked 5 goals in the last quarter. Just Brisbane just took foot off the gas because they didn't need to. I have also never seen more fans leave a game in my life than the Carlton fans at 3/4 time. Oh my God. It was packed for first 3 quarters of the game. I then look at my phone at 3/4 time, look up, and then everyone is just gone. Like it was just empty. And I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Wow.
Weird. Oh, really weird. Haven't seen anything like it.
Wow. You know what they say? You should never leave a game early.
You should never leave it.
That's probably number 2 rule of being a supporter of your club. Never to leave the
That
game
Port
early.
Adelaide St Kilda game really shows you should never leave a game early.
That was going to be my segue, but very well done. Yeah, exactly. The Port people that are on the bridge halfway through, when Aaron Young kicks the goal to bring us back within a goal, should have turned around, people. I mean, and then Carlton came back within what? There were 3 goals.
Yeah,
5 to
but
go.
it was one of those. It was one of those 3 goals where it was like, then we're gonna get close. It was like,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's hard. I mean, it is what it is, but just don't leave
Nah,
unless
big
you've
game
got
Blues.
emergencies like a pub crawl or something.
I had a birthday party when I was like 11. I left the game. Saints versus Giants.
Excuse.
Saints versus Giants. We were down, and I was leaving for a birthday party. I was like, "Oh, it's fine. We're down," and then we won. I was
How old were you then?
I don't know. It was early Giants days when we were losing, and I was like, "Fuck."
So, what
Trouble.
you would have been like a couple of years ago?
Yeah, I am 16.
Yeah. No.
I don't know.
Saturday afternoon, the Tigers played the Eagles. I didn't see any bit of this, and they won by 46 points.
Yeah,
Probably something you'd expect.
I was well into golf territory by this, so I missed
What
all of
hole
it.
were you at this point?
Well, this is funny. A guy, I was standing at maybe the 6, and there was this guy in front of me about to tee off, like the group in front of us, and he turned around and was like, "Anyone here Richmond fans?" And I was like, "No, but like, I know enough. Like, go on, hit me." And he's like, "What do you think about Judson Clark?" And I was like, "Fucking, it's Judson Clark. What do you want me to fucking think about him?" And he was like, got him for 2 in me multi." And I was like, "That's fucking brave."
With a name like Judson.
Judson Clark had a goal and 7 touches. So whoever that guy was in a Chuka, if you're listening, you won't be. If you're listening, that was dumb. It was really stupid.
You were halfway there, but not all the way there.
Oh man. Yeah, I didn't see any of
That's
this like at all.
sensational. I didn't see it. I'm just glad to see Richmond won a game this year.
Mm.
I mean, it's the second of the year. The Eagles
Yep.
were diabolical. And the
As
Eagles
always.
got another injury.
Who
Jai
got- who got
Cully.
him? Oh yeah, that hurts too. He's good. He's actually
injured.
really good.
So he's
course
one
he
of the few that you don't want to lose
No.
when you get injuries when he's actually shining. And they go get another one.
Great work, West Coast.
What do you reckon this year, Rob? Have you had more beers or West Coast had injuries?
Oh, it'd be tight. I might have them covered just, but they might have me though. With the Jai Cully injury, that might tip him over the edge.
See,
Okay,
go
what
on.
is going on at West Coast?
I don't know.
What? Are they doctors not doctors? What's going on? They keep having issues.
Are they doctors? The doctors aren't doctoring.
Not doing the thing. And the players are good.
Not doing the thing. They're not taking your temperature and
Jabbing it
know.
at you.
just what are they just punch the living shit out of you with your fucking your temperature gauge?
Fuck
Nah,
off.
he's Ryan.
38.5, bitch.
Gonna be 45 in a minute. Just shut the fuck up. Oh no.
It'll be funny when it is.
I just picture all 40 West Coast players lining up, and one by one, you just hear the screams.
God.
Oh, okay, I'm calm. I'm good.
We're good.
West Coast, yeah, good stuff. Another injury, another loss. Geelong, Adelaide. Geelong got the job done in a game where it was basically Geelong stiff-arming the Crows all day.
Yeah.
All
You know, when like someone really small is like, like a kid's like running at you and you put your hand on their forehead and they do like swinging arms thing at you.
Yes.
That was Geelong with Adelaide.
Just
They just like they're this close, like they holding you out like this, and like they can almost reach up, but their arms are a little bit too little. That was just... What's Adelaide?
oh my lord. Yeah. Well done, the Cats.
Oh fuck!
Adelaide's
Really funny.
forehead must be sore
Yeah.
because they just kept running into the hand.
Spent all day running into him. Oh shit! That's
I
funny.
just quickly wanted to see how my man, Jezza Cameron,
Oh,
Sam Simpkins kick another 2 goals. He's kicked another 2 goals.
he has kicked another 2, 9 touches. Who the fuck is that? Mitch Nevitt. Who is that?
Oh, Mitch Nevitt. Oh, he played last week. Yeah, he's interesting.
I've never seen that name in my life.
And he wears number 10, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, that's really good. 15
him?
touches and a goal. Not the number.
Oh no, the 10's sensational. The Nevitt is. I just don't know if it fits it. It's more of a, I don't know, 38.
Yeah, that's a classic 43 kind of job.
I get those with the big jobs, mate. That's for sure. You get the big K. in
Yeah, I've
front
never
of
seen
it.
that in my life. Never seen that in my life.
They had a lot of goal kickers.
They did.
Atkins,
I think I saw
Blitzards,
like
Bruins,
one.
Hawkins only kicked one. Henry, Holmes, Nevitt, Myers, Smith, Simpson with 2, and Cameron with 3. That's a good job.
Good on him, Geelong. Well
That's
played.
no wonder they only won by 4 goals. It's because they didn't bomb it into Jeremy Cameron if he can kick 15.
Yeah,
They've
they
just spread it
spread it
around
around.
like butter on
Exactly.
toast.
Exactly. That's the best thing about Geelong is that they've got all the options. They can kick it wherever they want. And like people expect them to hit Jeremy because you should, because he's the best player in the comp as we've established. But also like they've still got players around that can kick goals. Like they've got Tom Hawkins still, and they've got Brian Myers, they've got Brad Close, they've got fucking whoever the fuck else they want to kick goals.
I don't know. I got 40 players on the list, mate. I think they can choose which one's going to kick goals.
Yeah, I think any of them can really. Zach Tui kicks him, he plays fucking back pocket. So
Yeah. Whoever you want, raffle it. I don't care. Someone kick a goal.
Doesn't matter.
They did that. It was at they did that as well at Construction Park, so that was good.
Fuck, Geelong Stadium's weird. You look at like what like they do like the wide shot behind when someone's having a shot, and you see the big like 3-tiered grandstand build behind one, and then it cuts to the other side, and there is just nothing. There's like a tradie just sitting there in line, just like.
Yeah, good shot.
You
Well
know,
done,
mate,
mate.
son. This way.
Oh, I did better in lunch break. Yeah. All right. What do you reckon they've had more of? Construction, like renovations, or name changes?
Canina, Team HBA, Timmins. Oh fuck, that's close. It's gotta be close.
Is there one more? Simmons, Jim HBA, Cadinia.
Cadbury.
Oh, don't give me that nonsense. Gold Coast, Melbourne, game of the round.
Yeah, fuck. This was good.
And
This is
boy,
one
was
that I
I
actually caught.
cheering the Suns.
Oh, I caught a lot of this one. Like I caught pretty much the whole second half of this, and fucking hell, it was really good.
Okay,
Really
I have to address something,
good.
and I'm a little bit
Oh,
disappointed
I know
and
it's gonna
ashamed.
be. Yeah.
Last week on episode 9, I did state that Darcy McSexy was. Oh, sorry, Darcy McPherson was Darcy McSexy.
Yeah.
Well, this week, mate, you're lucky you're not being revoked from that status because you should have kicked that goal. You're 25-30 out directly in front, and you've sent it so far right, it looked like JT's swing after his 12th beer. So, why?
Darcy, mate. We have never
Did I-
had. I don't think we've had a stupid sexy player do something like that the week after we picked him.
No, and it's quite a weird feeling, and I'm not sure how to take it. And I just want to say that we'll be better next week.
Yeah, we can't be having that.
No.
Can't be having that in the stupid. It's really hard to go through this being really serious. Hold on, let me breathe.
Hang on
We
one
cannot be
moment.
having-
Just, I'm not having this. It's unacceptable behaviour. And if you're going to be part of the team at the end of the year, because we are choosing an All-Australian Stupid Sexy AFL player squad, I just expect better performances. Very good on the day, but I'd rather the one disposal at the end be the winning one than the 36 others.
All I can say, mate, is prepare for your exit interview because it won't be nice.
Neither was the kick on his foot.
Oh fuck! Gold Coast got so close. I have never
This is-
wanted one of my tips to be wrong more in my life than this game.
This is the argument of they can't win 2 in a row or they can't beat a big team the week after they've won 1. And that
Literally,
was
like they beat Geelong, and it was like, yes, here they go, and then they lost to us, and they were like, "What are you doing? Stop it, Gold Coast, please."
What are you doing? Wait.
Anderson was good though, 37 and a goal. Hello.
Been
Superstar.
unreal since Took Miller got injured.
He's just been good all year. Like he's just a good footballer, Noah Anderson.
Actually, his
Which
first
is
3 rounds was weird,
Yeah.
but after that he's picked up.
after that, yeah, he's been fucking unreal. And then Petrarca is obviously doing Petrarca things as he does. That goal was so calm and collected, but like that's so hard to do.
Can I
that's
just
right.
say as well, he's not particularly going to be in this segment, but he wears 41 for Gold Coast. He kicked 4 on the weekend, and it's just a beautiful name. Malcolm Roses.
I love Malcolm Roses. Malcolm Roses is the type of player that would torch St Kilda one day. Like he's the kind of guy that would kick 4 on us at Marvel and make me like go home being like, who the fuck is Malcolm Roses and why did he just tear us apart? Like
Malcolm Roses would be the bloke that kicks 5 in the 7-goal game they have against Portland and beat them by 80 later in the year.
That's the one.
Glad you, yeah, it's coming.
It's there.
It's coming.
Yep.
Gold Coast also had 16 tall forwards play. Casbolt, Mabashal, Ben King. Lukosius is probably tall enough to be in that category.
That whole fucking
They all
team is tall.
They all kick goals.
Yep.
Hmm.
That has to be one of the tallest teams ever. Like, I'm just looking at the list. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of big boys out there.
Also, we don't normally touch on suspensions on the glass table, but the Van Rooyen, if that gets weeks, I'm flipping everything. I'm flipping the glass table.
I think it will. I don't think it should, but I think it will.
What's he done?
It's I know. It's is it a footy action thing? I just think they're gonna be weird about it. But I reckon it'll be like they'll give him like weeks and then they'll appeal it and then they might win. Like it'll be one of those situations where they'll give him weeks, Melbourne will do everything they can to get him off and then it'll
Actually, I think he got weeks, or did he go straight to the tribunal?
I think he's going, I don't think it's it might have been while I was at the footy. I don't know. But
I don't know. Whatever happens
we're
there, he
very
better
well
play
prepared,
next week.
as you can tell.
We don't really care. Well, like I said, we don't talk about suspensions.
No,
Talk
we
about
weren't-
Malcolm
I wasn't
Roses
expecting
kicking
this.
4 goals.
I wasn't expecting this.
We've done nothing this weekend. We came in expecting that.
Exactly.
To the Saturday night games, I might go back to back here very quickly because I didn't see any of them, and nor do I care about either of them.
Go ahead.
GWS lost to the Dogs in Canberra, which was 15 points. Probably not the tip we wanted, but anyway, Dogs coming back. Dogs looking good. Ish.
Yeah. But I also think if Toby Green plays this game, Giants win. So
Yeah, lay out.
that's a
Apparently
big
have an
laid
ankle
out.
thing.
If you're ever going to have a laid out that's going to hurt your side and be a 3-goal swing, it's going to be Toby Green. So I think Toby Green plays out, the Giants win, and they actually stormed home, the Giants, and then Aaron Norton took some huge marks late and just
Oh boy, the
Iced
bandana was real.
iced the game. So well played, Norton. Dogs good. Okay.
Ish.
Dogs
Ish.
good-ish. Yeah, I'll give him dogs good-ish. I'm not gonna say dogs good. Dogs good-ish because
They keep winning now, and that's a concern.
yeah, that's concerning. I don't like that. Oh. Wait,
I
well,
don't know why the Dogs have become just a hatred here, but we don't like you.
I just don't like the dogs. No, like I do. That's the issue. I like
You know
a lot
the
of their
thing is-
players.
You're hanging on to the fact you called it bad.
Yeah, I have to stick with it now. Otherwise, it just doesn't make any sense. Next time dogs lose a game, they should win. Oh fuck, dogs bad is coming back in force.
I tell you what, though, back on Toby Green for a second. If you wanted to be laid out in a game, might as well be Canberra.
Oh fucking oath! Bet you had a night out. I don't even know if he was at the games. Fuck that
Come
night.
back
We
on-
got to Sydney.
Got back on the plane.
On the bus to Sydney.
Good
See you
luck,
later.
boys.
I'll see you later.
What time are we at the pub? I'll meet you there. I'll get us a table. Freo Hawthorn, 69
Oh.
point win. This game was absolutely nothing.
Did you watch a second of this game?
No.
Neither. Cool. We'll go past it.
Well done, Freo.
Yep.
Now to the Sunday games. We were talking about them just before.
Yes.
I'll start. Port Adelaide, Essendon, 5 points at the Adelaide Oval. Port kicked 12 goals, 20. And my heart rate shouldn't have been anything over 100 today because of multiple states that I was in.
And yet.
But also, they did it to me again. And this team is concerning me with the amount of times we have to be close.
But I think at the moment, it's not really getting talked about a lot. I think Port are outplaying their expectations at the moment. I think they've won 5 in a row, which is like people know that. But I think Port are playing a lot better than people are willing to admit. Like they've had some big wins. They beat us last week. You beat Essendon. You beat Dogs in the wet the week before or whatever, or 2 weeks before. Port are playing unbelievable football. Like they're playing well. No one's talking about Port Adelaide right now. Everyone needs to be talking about Port Adelaide.
We're 5th at the moment with a
Storm.
dodgy percentage, but we play North Melbourne next week. And I think
Oh,
if
that's a
we can
chance.
get a down in Tassie too, so it's the Jason Horne-Francis Cup, which is going to be fun. But if we can get like a 10-goal win down there,
Huge. You need it.
bit of percentage, but I'm glad someone's admitting that we're actually playing well.
All
I
are
sat
playing
there-
well.
I sat there in the third quarter, and I've never seen us dominate a game of football without stretching a lead out to 5-6 goals.
Yeah.
We looked great until inside 50, but that was a problem because we got it inside 50. We got marks inside 50, and then lads, big sticks. These things,
The
not
big
the little
fuckers.
ones.
Get 'em
no,
in
the
there.
big bucks. This thing, Jeremy Finlayson wears 11 on the back. They're big sticks. Kick it that
You
way.
give it to
Just kick it. Just kick it to the goals. 12 goals, 20.
Yeah, it's bad.
But yeah, Essendon shouldn't be too ashamed. I think they still are reasonably in good touch. I think they just got to find a way to win close games.
It's in the ninth at the moment. That's a really, I feel like that's perfect for where they are, I think, ninth. Like, I think they're just like, they're almost there. Like, they were good against us for 3.5 quarters. They were good against Port today early and then kind of got like a little bit kicked away late, like, and then obviously towards the end, they're like almost there. They just need to string together the 4 quarters and they'll be fine. But like, they're so close, but they can't quite get there.
Yeah, they are close. And I'm also starting to see the difference between 8th and 9th and below. There's a little bit of a gap
The ladder's
now.
starting to separate a bit. Yeah, like I think the only teams that are like out of the 8 right now that are still challenging are the top 2, are Essendon and Adelaide. Like those are 2 that are like they could be up with everyone else, and then there's like that sort of serious like set in stone sort of 8 at the moment.
Yeah, and the teams at the top that you think might drop away keep winning.
Yeah,
That's the
like
thing.
us.
Like us. Like
Ah!
us. The glass table is winning.
We're having a good year.
We are having a good year. I
Apparently.
still think it's that. But Collingwood, Sydney.
Yep.
Well, this was a close game. It was an ugly game. It was a wet game.
Yeah.
And the Pies did what the Pies do. Run away in the last quarter.
Look, if Collingwood are up at 3/4 time, you can just pack yourself up and go home because you know that their last quarter is going to be something. Like it's going to just kill you. So if you're already down at 3/4 time against Collingwood, you can pretty much call it quits because they kicked another 5 in the last quarter. The Swans won and just passed again.
Brody Myercheck on the goal line.
Yep.
One, why are you reviewing it? And 2, oh my God.
Brody.
What the? He kicked 5 goals, and that was the best thing I've seen this year.
Brody Myercheck is one of those players that you feel like will never kick 5. Like he's like a constant 3-goal man. Like he'll always just kick 2 or 3, but then he kicks 5 and you're like, oh fuck. Look at him. There he goes.
Just can't wait for the day he kicks like a check side, and it's like Meyer check side.
Oh yeah, nice. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the
Look, I thought
Sarong
I'd roll
Sarai.
it.
It's like the Sarong Sarai commentary call. Like it writes itself. Like
Yeah,
it's
just
already
right
there. It's
It's in
waiting.
words. It's in words. It's just, unbelievable. It's great to
Yes.
see. Sydney in trouble,
Yeah.
but they
They
got
held
good
on
run,
for
so,
they held on for like 2.5 quarters ish today. And obviously
Ish.
Collingwood is probably the 2.5 quarters ish. It's one of the fuck. I forgot about the whole ish thing.
Why are you doing 2.5 quarters ish?
2.5 quarters ish. I don't know.
It's just like,
Well,
2 quarters, and then there was half a quarter, but then we'll add like 5 minutes.
add 5 minutes either side. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm with you.
Yeah. But they played obviously a side that is probably the best in the comp at the moment. So nothing to be too ashamed of. They won't come out of this one like really kicking themselves, but they have to win some serious games. They got Freo next, and then they have North, and then they have Carlton. They should win that Carlton game. If they're serious about making finals, they should win that Carlton game.
Yeah, they will win that Carlton game because Carlton don't win big games.
No, they don't.
That could be a draw.
It could be a draw.
It's a big
Knowing how they're
game.
playing, knowing how
draw.
they're playing, this could very well be a draw.
And finally, probably the worst first half I've ever seen.
This could be one of the worst games of football you'll ever watch.
Yeah, I don't know why I watched it, but I did. St Kilda toppled North Melbourne by 30 points. And you can take us through this because you were there. And you've got a funny story to talk about on the way.
Oh, fucking the train, man. I fucking hate PTV so much. I left so early to get to this game. And I got there as like they were fucking doing the stupid sexy lights at Marvel to like
Oh yes.
the players warmed up, like to like have them like run to their positions. Like it took me so long to get there. All the trains are fucked. It was like 3 trains, fucking a bunch of stops everywhere, and I was like, "This sucks. Please just get me to Marvel." And I was like, "I would have just driven all the way, but I'm broke and I can't afford parking in Melbourne. So just please, Christ." Um, that was
Oh,
just the start of
Lord.
my day, and then I had to watch the first quarter where we kicked 1-6 to North's 0-4, and I went, "Fuck, this is going to be the longest night of my life."
And it was
And
because
it
there was
was,
only 1 goal kicked in the second quarter, or 2 goals kicked.
yeah, 3 goals total in the first half.
And this game was played at Marvel. There's a roof. There's no
Plenty of
rain.
wind.
Yeah, coming from your ears because the steam that was coming out of it was just blowing everything around.
I have never seen at halftime 2 sets of fans both boo their teams off them. Usually it's just one. Like, usually, like the home team, if they're playing bad, get booed. Both sets of fans were like this.
They put their foot down.
End the game, please.
Should have stopped the
And
count.
like we were only up like 3 goals at the time, but I was like, this game's over. It's fucked. Like this game's not gonna be any good.
Do you remember how we've always, like, every week we talk about a game that probably shouldn't be broadcasted?
This should not even deserve to get a replay anywhere. This is like if we say like this should be in the Channel 7 delay, this should just go away.
There's no delay.
This
There's
is
no
the
delay.
worst. I'm like we won and I was like, sick man. Awesome. Get me out of this fucking stadium.
4 points.
Get me on my 3-hour
See
train
you
ride home.
later. Yeah, yeah. On the way back.
Get me on my
Just-
first of 6 trains.
There was more trains and goals.
Genuinely. Fuck no.
Oh, that's very
Oh.
funny.
Anyway, another round.
all right, another round. That's it. That's round
We're in a really
8.
we're in a really weird part of the fixture where nothing's really appealing. Like last round wasn't that good. This one was like okay. Next
Yeah,
round doesn't look very good either.
Oh no.
Next
Don't
round
tell me.
has Carlton Dogs on Saturday night,
Yuck.
and like Friday games of fucking West Coast versus Gold Coast.
Oh, there's 2 Friday games.
There's 2 Friday games.
Oh, I'm not watching any of them.
I'm playing footy, so I won't be either.
Oh, we can bring back around the grounds. So we can talk about how well you play on a Friday night and then me losing on a Saturday again.
We lose anyway. It's fine. We lose too.
We are losers.
That's about it.
Just quickly, the tips as well. I think I technically won because I was closest.
You were closest because you tipped Carlton by the least.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm back. Good to see. We also went around the glass table, and that was because Tassie were announced. And I think we should talk about Tassie, although I don't want to talk much about Tassie, but we should talk about Tassie.
We should talk about Tassie. Yes. I forgot we said we were going to do this like earlier in the week.
We did it so early.
We spoke about it so early and then went, oh yeah, fuck Tassie. Yeah.
Yeah, Tassie. So obviously we asked the table what would be their name of choice for the new Tasmanian team, obviously coming in 2028.
Yep.
You've gone with the Tassie Mariners.
I like Tassie Mariners. It's nice.
I like it.
Yep.
And I've gone with the Island State Spirit, which,
Fucking love
come
that
to think
shit.
of it, it's very good, but also sounds like a cult.
It does a little bit.
But you could be like a cult of fans that's supporting footy.
Yeah, it sounds like this is going to be way too niche. If NBA 2K, when you do like a My League and like you can like expand the league to like 36, and then they have this is way too niche, and then they have like the custom like the preset teams that you can just add to the league to make it a 36. It sounds like one of those.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
Yeah, there's really like there's like Washington Liberty, like there's weird shit in the
Island State Spirit. Yeah,
like it sounds like a fake 2K team that they would make to fill out a league expansion.
Well done, AFL. You're filling out the league.
pulling out the
with
league.
Island State Spirit. They could
Yes,
just-
go.
So we've got some names.
Yeah,
Ari's gone with Tassie Teletubbies, which
fantastic. Fantastic.
Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Pull Up Ford.
Uh,
And then you've got Nunu down back.
Sun on the wing.
And then you've just got the tummy toast just filling out the rest of those positions. Oh.
We're fucking ridiculous.
For people that are listening on Spotify, JT has given me the most disappointing of looks.
It's not that at all. It's just like I fucking we're losing it.
We are. Have you seen any that you like?
Brando's is very funny with the Hobart Hippos. I like that a lot. And then I think your response was even better, which is just the chant.
Hungry, hungry, hungry. Hippo, hippo, hippo. What are we hungry for? Goals.
What do we want?
Oh, we have lost it.
Yeah, we've lost the plot here. Any others?
What else did we get? Positive pairs as well. Tassie Tarantulas, because we need a good spider in the AFL. I don't mind
Makes
it.
sense. It makes sense because we're like
A lot of
Australia's like known for our spiders. Like we're known for that. So it would make sense, but it doesn't roll off the tongue, you know. Tassie tarantulas.
The Chulas.
Yeah, that works. Sounds like a flower.
Can't wait till they get them to the Macquarie Point Stadium and they've just got Chulas all around. Welcome to the Chula.
We've got the Tassie trouts, but I think the less said about that, the better.
Yep. Rainbow trout.
I just gotta move past it. Like,
The Tasmanian tuna.
Yep.
With fish
I don't mind
pies at every game. That sounds disgusting.
Fuck that. No.
That comes from slow, which is the handle is slow chickpeas. Slow
Alright.
chickpeas with Tasmanian tuna on your plate with a fish fish pie. Are you eating?
Am I eating? Fuck no. I think I am.
And this one's from Ian, who's gone Tassie Timber. Club song's ready to go. Oh yeah, Pitbull. I'm calling Timber. You
I
better move.
actually don't even mind Tassie Timber. It actually sounds okay.
Oh, it's like Timberwolves.
Yeah. Like that sounds alright. I don't mind it.
I've got the wood for my club.
That's their slogan.
The membership slogan.
Bring your wood.
Oh no. It would make sense. And I really hope they're sponsored by Bunnings.
Home Timber and Hardware.
The proper hardware store. Oh no.
Oh shit.
This may be the
Most
funniest we've been.
fucking funny shit.
You know what's funny? Is that being funny is actually really sexy. And I think that when you're sexy, you can also be an AFL player. When you're an AFL player, you can mention on a segment called Stupid Sexy AFL Players.
Play the music.
Stupid sexy.
AFL players.
Every single week.
I'm about to say, I think
and
every
better.
week before we start, I'm like, I wonder what segue he's going to use. I know he's going to get there.
Can I just say we've done episode 10, and I did watch through each episode at work the other day because I thought I've got nothing better to
We
do.
can figure out who we've got. Yeah.
And I wanted to see what we've got so far. So before we give ours this week, I'm going to go through ours so far. So round one, you and I went Pat Lipinski and Travis Boak,
Yep.
who I didn't really give an explanation for in round one, but doesn't need an explanation.
Yep.
Number two, round two, we went Brandon Walker and Josh Dunkley.
Brendan Walker's always been my boy. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Episode 3, we went Mason Wood and Jason Horn-Francis.
Yep.
Episode
And Saints
4,
and Port players also.
this is the thing. I went through the list and I was like, there's about 4 of them, and I'm concerned. Nick Dacos and Adam Chera.
Yep. I was wondering if Cher had been picked. He was almost I looked at him. I was like, he'd be a good pick, but I was like, I think he's already been picked.
Yeah, that's why I thought I'd go through it because I just thought,
What if we do
might
again?
double up.
Yeah.
Josh Dacos and Daniel Rioli was next. That had a
Kept it
very
in the
funny
family.
story before. Kept it in the family, and also Mia Favola got a mention. Josh Rochelle and Max Holmes, who is probably the most questionable one I've been told.
Just a rough choice.
And come to think of it, yes, it was
Yep.
very rough. But he's got a good handball. Then we got into, well, you went through a phase where everyone looked like you. So Curtis Taylor and Alir Alir. That was on the live show after Gather Round. The week after was Liam Stocker and Ollie Lord,
Yep.
which also not sure I'd want to go with that anymore. And then last week, Charlie Curnow and Darcy McPherson.
Fucking Darcy. Let us down.
He made the All-Australian team. Could have been captain if he kicked that goal, champion. He didn't. So, yeah, that's ours so far. Have you got on this week?
I do this week. I'm surprised we haven't actually looked at him yet. Because there's this photo from however long ago. And I remember when I saw it at the time, I was like, fucking Jesus. And then this one he was playing for his old team. And then he moved here. And there's been a lot of talk about him actually in the last few days. Because Kane Cord said some things. Tim Taranto. Oh baby. That man is a good looking fella. Old Timmy Taranto. The photo I'm talking about is he's doing, you'll know what photo I think. He's doing a side plank and he's like, the photo is really like saturated and it is like, you're like, oh.
Hang on. Saturated.
As soon as I said that, I went, fuck, it's bad. Oh, shit.
Can you tell me why it was saturated?
No. So, Tim Taranto, he's a good looking man. He is to this day. He's a very, very big boy. So there you go. Tim Taranto is my stupid sexy AFL player.
Tim Tam. Very well done. Welcome to Stupid Sexy AFL Players. They're on the list, mate. Getting some high profile ones.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought I'd follow you this week with a midfielder. And I don't know what it is. But looking at that very nice Guernsey that Freo wore on the weekend, Make a Wish. I wouldn't say it's nice. I think it just brought out a lot of features in players. But it still was right for Caleb Sarong. So I thought Caleb Sarong, he's always been thereabouts. And I just think now, if Freo had to pick a poster boy, it's not going to be, Jagger O'Meara. It's not going to be Tabner.
Andy Brayshaw.
No. Although, no, it's definitely Caleb. Hang on, actually, now that I go through it. No, Caleb Sarong. Well done, mate. I think beautiful.
He's a gorgeous looking man and he's a gorgeous footballer.
Very gorgeous things happen to gorgeous people.
Everything he touched turns to gold. And gorgeous looks.
Do you want your golden shovel to keep digging, mate? Or
nah. I'm just too busy thinking about Tim Taranto's saturated photo.
Yeah. Caleb Sarong, I wish you were my Make-A-Wish. Because let's go into round 9 because I was going to talk about AFL 23, but I don't think we should have opinions justified yet with it basically running its course.
Half a game that's come out. But yes, I think I've got it.
It should have been a
Played-
free trial.
Played a game and a half, and then
Mm.
not on purpose. I played a game and then got halfway through another game and then it crashed. So I was like, okay, well, guess I'm not playing this anymore. I don't know. I'll make more of an opinion when it actually comes out as a full game. But yeah,
Yeah,
Not
well,
good.
look, I think we'll do that justice when it comes fully.
it comes good.
Sometimes at the moment it's not really full. It's more just
It's just
congested.
there.
Round 9. We're starting Friday night. We've got 2 games, as we said before. Richmond Geelong at the MCG. Geelong.
Geelong. Yeah, Geelong are on a roll now. They've come good, so Geelong should roll them pretty easily.
West. Why is this on a Friday night?
I don't know.
You may as well play it at 1 in the morning. No one's watching it anyway. It's West Coast, Gold Coast at
West
Optus.
Coast. Gold Coast have to win this.
Yeah,
And they definitely
do.
should. They definitely should now. But I feel like, why do I feel like Gold Coast don't play well in Perth? I might be making that up. I don't actually know the stats behind that. But I feel like Gold Coast don't do well in Perth.
I think you're right. I don't think they've won too many over there, but I think also it's the fact that they have to travel from there.
Yeah,
there.
it's quite literally like the cross country trip. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's tough.
So I'm going to tip the Suns because I'll back them in.
Yep, same.
Next one we have is Sydney Freo at the SCG on a Saturday afternoon. We've got 4 or 5 games again on a Saturday.
Is it 2 on? Oh, there's only 2 on Sunday. That's weird.
Yeah, they've separated them.
Odd.
Very odd. But Sydney Freo, I'm tipping the Swans.
Yeah, the Swans have to win this to get a bit of something back. And Freo are not very good, so they should.
No, they're
Should be the
not.
one.
They're terrible. They
Yeah,
are
they should be the
absolutely
one.
terrible. Next one is North Melbourne and Port Adelaide in Tassie. And then what
Yeah.
concerns me the most here is Sportsbet have them at $1.19, which if you add it up without the decimal, it's 119 Sportsbet.
That's not a good omen, is it?
I might put so much money on it that it just lowers it.
Just fucking put 100 grand in and just hope it goes down to $1.18.
I'm watching it live, just thinking, drop.
Yeah, it's down.
How much more?
Down
I don't have 100 grand, but I will
after you win.
after. Yeah, somehow. Port.
Yeah, Port. But I think this game is going to be closer than you want it to be.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it'll be one of those games where like you come in being like, we should just pump them, but I feel like it's going to be like kind of close for like 3/4 or whatever.
Yeah, and I didn't even get to watch it because I'm playing footy myself. So it's like the anxiety on the field. I'm gonna have to get one of the water boys just to run out and be like, score?
You just
Score
stay
update?
next to the whole game. Stay next to the whole game with a KO up. There you go.
It just every 2 minutes, every time there's a stoppage, just let me know. How many Boaks had? Just give me the updates. The Hawks and the D's. Twilight Saturday, the G.
Jeez, this screams like a Melbourne 70-point win, doesn't
It screams 115, to be honest.
it? Melbourne should fucking clean house in this one.
If they don't, wow.
Wow. This is one of those games where like no one will watch it and no one will be at the G. Like it's Hawthorn versus Melbourne. There'll be no one there.
No, there won't be. It's generally going to be nothing.
Nah, and no one will watch it on TV, and then Melbourne's going to win by 70, and everyone's just going to go home. Like it's just like it'll be
It's
nothing.
one of those games where the decibel meter for the crowd doesn't rise.
And they don't put the crowd number up on the screen because it's like, ugh.
Yeah, it's
Don't
like
do
real.
that.
No
Don't do
thanks. I don't want to touch it. Game of the round potentially Brisbane Essendon at the Gabba.
This one should be really good. I think Brisbane will win.
Yeah.
But hopefully Essendon put up a good fight because they've been doing that all year. Like Essendon haven't really been blown away at all. So I hope they just put up a good fight. But Brisbane at the Gabba, for some reason, Brisbane at the Gabba on like a Saturday night and like a Friday night, they are unbeatable. Like you put Brisbane prime time at the Gabba and they are fucking good. Like they always win them.
But you chuck them on like a Saturday afternoon at the Gabba against a good
Yeah.
side.
That's what I'm saying. Like you put them during the day and they don't play that well. You put them at night at the Gabba, and they will always win by like comfortably.
Yeah, 6-7 goal win, and I think
Yeah.
they'll probably do that on Saturday night against the Bombers.
Yeah, I hope they don't. I hope it's a good game, but there's a chance that happens. Yeah, absolutely.
And then Carlton, the Dogs also are on the Saturday night. And surprisingly, the Dogs are favourites.
I was going to say the Dogs are favourite. I think it's just because Carlton have been like, when Carlton lose this year, they lose convincingly. Like, they got killed by Adelaide. They obviously got killed by Brisbane. They were never really in it against us.
I think
Carlton's
the
gonna
Blues.
Carlton's gonna win, but I understand why the Dogs are favourites. In that the Dogs have form and Carlton do not at all have form.
This is the thing, though. If the Dogs win this, they're probably announcing themselves.
Yeah, and Carlton are in fucking shambles if they lose.
This is a must-win game for Carlton, and I'm going to back them in. I think the tall forwards will do the job.
I think they'll win it as well. I think, yeah, that's the thing. Oh yeah, here's a little thing. The Inner Sanctum YouTube channel will have a video up, either shortly or not yet up,
Oh,
on us ranking key defenders. Did you just have an idea that you had to edit it?
yeah.
But anyway, video will come up where we rank key defenders. And spoiler alert, we don't rate the Dogs very high. So I think Carlton spear forwards should do pretty well at that and hopefully win the game for them.
Yes. So go the Blues, because if you let me down again, we're going to have words.
Upsetting, yeah.
You'll be in the same bracket as Darcy McPherson. Sunday, oh boy, 12:40. It's the worst time slot in history. I hate it. It sucks. Adelaide, St Kilda, who are you tipping?
This is gonna be a really good game, I think. Fuck.
Is Max King back?
Huh?
Is Max King back?
I don't think he will be. I think he might be one more. I am going to tip Adelaide, and I know it sounds like I'm being pessimistic and going against me, but my thoughts are Adelaide's strength are their small forwards and their pace, and we don't really have the small defenders to cope with. I think Rankin and Rochelle.
Yeah.
They've got that pace that can break through us and really sort of hurt us with Rankin and Rochelle. Ben Patton is not going to be able to hold Rankin at all. And I don't think Stocker's going to be able to hold Rochelle. So I think Adelaide are going to get us on the ground in the forward line a little bit. I don't think the Tex will have that much, and I don't think Fogg will do that much, but I think the small forwards will hurt us. And Adelaide Oval is scary, so it'll be a good game.
I'm surprised you're not tipping yourself.
Yeah. It's not even like me being pessimistic. It's not that at all.
Oh, it is. I'll drive this into the ground.
It's not. Because it's not. Because I know we're gonna do well. We're gonna play well. I don't doubt that at all. I just don't think we're gonna beat Adelaide.
It's about this time last year the Crows dropped off.
Yeah,
and they've lost that Collingwood game. They should have won, convincingly beaten against Cats with the hand thing. I want to tip. I'm going to tip St Kilda.
Okay. I'm glad one of us is.
I'm going to tip St Kilda. And I fully well know that if St Kilda lose depressingly, I'll cop that blame.
Yes.
You pessimistic fuck. Collingwood GWS, the twilight game to finish off round 9.
Collingwood. I have nothing else really to say about this. Collingwood will win this.
Yeah.
I think I might go to this one. Maybe.
Why?
I like watching Collingwood, if I'm being honest. They're really fun
that's
to watch.
right. You're doing your see how many games you can get to this year.
21, I'm at. How fucking crazy is that?
21 out of 8.
21
What's
out
that?
of 8 rounds.
You know what that is? That's 2.5-ish games around.
You know what that is? It's gather round really pumping my numbers.
Yeah. One round fits all.
Just an update for everyone on that, by the way, of my 21 games. 5 each for St Kilda and Collingwood. 4 for Carlton, Richmond and Geelong. 3 for Port Adelaide.
Ooh.
2 for North Melbourne, West Coast, Brisbane, Essendon and Melbourne and the Dogs. And then 1 for Fremantle, Gold Coast, Hawthorn, Adelaide and Sydney.
Interesting.
How many games am I missing in team? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Uh,
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Who am I missing?
I'm going to run it through quickly for you. Ready?
Yep. Yep.
Adelaide?
Yep.
Brisbane?
Yep.
Carlton?
Yep.
Collingwood?
Yep.
Essendon?
Yep.
Fremantle?
Yep.
Geelong?
Yep.
Gold Coast?
Yep.
GWS?
That's the one.
Haven't seen
How many
GWS.
GWS
So
games? And if I'm going to Collingwood GWS,
you take it off. All
I'll
18
tick off the
teams.
18 teams. That'd be nice.
All
That'd be
right,
really
there's the
nice.
first leg of the multi done by round
There
9.
we go. Tick that bad boy.
Nah.
Just look at the monster by round 9.
Well played, mate. And on that beautiful ticking nature, we're done.
We are done.
We've done episode. It was scary at one stage. We probably weren't going to do it because you were catching train number 100.
I was on my 14th train and was still 40 minutes from home. So,
What's that movie with Brad Pitt? Bullet Train.
bullet train. I needed one of those today. That'd be nice. All right.
Oh, well, anyway, that's episode 10 done and dusted. Anything to
Yeah.
say before we go?
No. Why are you doing double digits with you, Anthony boy?
No worries, Jared boy.
Jared
Been a
boy.
pleasure. Jared boy. Get up, boy. Let's go. All right, everyone, make sure you get your wood ready for Tasmania coming in 2028 and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow us on socials. And we'll see you next week after round 9. Bye now.
Bye, everybody.